Hello and welcome to the Voice of Rio. I'm Dr. Donna Mitchell, Dean of the College of Health and Behavioral Sciences. I'm here with my co-host, Dr. David Lawrence, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And we are here to talk a little bit about our off-site campuses today. We are fortunate to have 3 off-site campuses. One is in Jackson, Ohio, and our provost interviewed the director of that site previously, Robin Blash. Today we're going to talk to the directors of our other 2 sites. We're going to talk to somebody from the McArthur site and somebody from the Meigs site. And first we're going to start with Beth Zinn, and she's from our Macarthur Center. Welcome, Beth.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Could you tell us a little bit about the McArthur Center and what you offer?
Certainly. We are located in Vinton County at the old Vinton County High School. We're in the front of the building. They've given us a whole floor to ourselves. So what we offer there are your general education classes just to get you started in any of the programs. Currently we do not have any completion programs, but we are bringing on a direct service worker and emergency medical training certificates in the fall. So.
Direct service worker, can you tell me a little bit about what that entails?
Yes, it's a program for people who want to work in the homes, people who've had surgeries, or maybe an elderly person who needs help with that. So,
okay.
But yeah, it's a great program, 1 semester, and you can start working. So
you can really get training and be on the job pretty quickly.
Yes.
So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
How long does that program take?
Just the 1 semester.
Just 1 semester?
Yeah, 2 courses.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this might be something that would be of interest to someone who thinks they might like the healthcare field?
Exactly, yes. And we also offer medical terminology this fall, so that would be a good class to combine with that as well.
So students can come to McArthur Center and get an idea of maybe what they enjoy through their beginning classes?
Yes. This fall we're also really excited. We're having education classes for the first time. So they can get their feet wet. And a couple of the classes also have internship requirements. So they would go out into the classrooms and see if they really want to be a teacher. So.
Wonderful. Well, that falls right in Dr. Lawrence's college because he has education.
That's one of my areas, yes. And we are excited to be able to offer those students that opportunity because a lot of students would be interested in going into education. And it is, as you said, a good way to get your feet wet, get some experience at a site that is local to where they are.
Exactly, yes. And another class that we are fortunate to, we've worked out with Vinton County High School. They're allowing us to use their science lab so we can actually have chemistry at the center this semester too, so we're really excited about that.
That's a great addition, especially again for students who want to go into some of the science fields and they want to get started there at the McArthur Center.
So it's a really unique site. I have 2 co-workers, Meg and Misty, and wonderful ladies. So all 3 of us combine and help students from start to finish with your application for admissions, any of your financial aid paperwork that you need completed, submitted. We help with that whole process. So it's really nice that it's all in one location for them, kind of like your one-stop here. So, but yeah, it's really great. We get a little bit more hands-on with the students, so it's really nice.
So if I'm a student who's interested in the McArthur Center and I've never been to college before and I'm not really sure what I need to do,
just walk in our door and we'll help you from there. So
that's wonderful.
That makes it very easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can get accepted, get their financial aid information, and get their schedule all developed.
We're really hands-on there. So.
How long has the McArthur Center been open?
5 years. This is our 5th year celebration this fall. So August 11th, we're actually having a celebration at the center from 5 to 7, and we'll have food and inflatables, and it'll be a lot of fun. So,
is that open to the public?
It is. It is. Everybody is welcome.
So if somebody would choose to come to your celebration, would it be possible at that time to talk to somebody about taking classes?
Absolutely. We'll have people on hand to help you through that whole process.
Well, you've mentioned that you are doing some education classes and you're doing direct service worker or DSW, and you've mentioned EMT, so I could go there also to if I wanted to become an EMT and get all my coursework there?
Yes, yes. Again, that's a 1 semester as well, so they will do their internship hours and everything in that 1 semester.
And then they'll be ready to ride the squad.
Yeah, well, so yeah, to take their test, so yeah. Social services is another popular program a lot of our students take. We have a lot of those classes offered at the McArthur Center. So very fortunate. We have really wonderful teachers that help the students. We offer tutoring. I'm a math major myself, so I tutor a lot in math. So but it's a lot of fun there. So.
That's a great service as well, to have tutoring available for students, because sometimes students don't always understand all the concepts in a particular field. Right. I know we all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses.
Right, right. English is not mine, but we make it work. So.
Are they able to get all the supplies that they need at the center?
Yes, we have a bookstore available to them just as they would at main campus. If you are taking a class there, we just ahead of time get all the books there for the people that are registered. And you know, I try to help out too. If you're taking an online class and you're a Vinton County person, just let us know. We can work with David in the bookstore to make sure that all the supplies are there that you need.
Okay.
So, yep.
What about connectivity with the main campus? Can I get connected with things that happen on main campus as far as computers and that sort of thing?
Yes, we actually just got high-speed internet. We're working on telephone line, and we have broadband, so that's nice. So it's certainly sped things up. But yeah, just like being connected when you're here, you're connected there as well. So it's a really nice feature.
For the student who comes to McArthur Center, will they ever need to come to the Rio Grande campus during that semester?
Not necessarily for that semester, but to complete certain programs, you would need to come to the main campus. But we will help in any way we can. We've had several graduates from the business program who have done online classes and so forth. So that's an option too, supplementing with online.
So it could be a possibility of doing many of your courses at McArthur, doing some online and maybe a few on main campus.
Yes.
What's your vision for your center in the upcoming years?
To grow as big as we can. We always look for opportunities for expansion, but yeah, that would be, I've already put in place some of my dreams of getting the internet and having science classes and just course offerings there. So it's been an exciting time. I've just started in November of 2014, so I haven't been there very long. So it's been nice to see some of the changes already taking place.
Do you feel like the center has made an impact on that part of the region?
Yes, certainly. There are lots of students that walk to our center that obviously couldn't walk to main campus. So it's good to get their feet wet, make sure, you know, self-esteem issues may come into play. So once you complete that first semester and get under your belt, then you feel so much more confident about your abilities to go to college and things, especially in that area where you have a lot of first-time college goers and their families. So it speaks a lot to them to be able to do that. So.
Great.
I'm a lifetime resident of Vinton County, not McArthur, and I was really happy to see the center come in my backyard.
Right.
Pretty much. I live in Jackson County now, right across the county line, but it's something that I think is a real asset to the county and something that's a real asset to McArthur.
Yeah.
And I have seen students on campus who I knew started at the McArthur Center.
Yeah.
I saw this center when it first began, and the expansion you've done over the last 5 years is pretty remarkable, really.
Yes, yeah, it's grown a lot in the last 5 years, and we're getting a lot more college prep students from the high schools, and this summer we had some of our first 7th graders, so that was kind of exciting to see those students coming in and starting younger. So I hope to just get them all in there. So.
So in a classroom you may have a variety of ages of students.
Yes, yeah. Several of our classes this summer have ranged from 7th graders to 40-year-olds. So
Wow.
It's quite a dynamic.
I know I hear students sometimes say, I'm too old to go back to college, and they may be in their 30s or 40s.
Yeah,
so
they may be a little intimidated with the 7th grader sitting next to them, but we just kind of joke about that and say, you know, they're just starting younger and younger these days, but absolutely anybody can start college at any age. So.
Can you tell us some of the, other than the location, what are some of the advantages of going to the McArthur Center?
Well, like I said before, we have the staff there that you can just go in. We're on one level, so there's not a confusion of which classroom do I go to. There's two to choose from.
Oh,
so
that does make
it narrows it down.
make it a lot easier.
Yeah, but we have friendly staff there, and the instructors are really good about working with the students and things like that. I guess just if you are unsure if you want to go to college or if you don't know what you want to do when you grow up, I still have that problem some days, but just come in and take a class and see what it's all about. So.
Okay, and when is the center open?
We are open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5:30 for the summers, and then August 8th will be open 8 to 5, and then when the fall semester starts till 9.
Till 9 in the evening. So if somebody's a working person, they can do a class in the evening.
Yeah, we have staff members there open the entire time. So, yep, they can come in and talk to us anytime.
That's a real advantage to have those evening hours.
It is. A lot of folks are working and want to get out of a job where they can't move forward without more education.
Right, exactly. Anything else?
And we've got another person coming in a couple of minutes from one of our other off-campus locations.
Right, we have somebody from the Meigs campus.
And it's Tom Sutton. He's going to be here in just a minute. One of the advantages of having these off-site locations is having someplace local for folks who are not, who don't have the transportation means to get to the main campus.
Right.
In a lot of cases, and that's a big advantage.
It also saves on gas.
Yes.
Gasoline is expensive, and if you can go 5 miles as opposed to from the McArthur Center, it would probably be 30 miles or more. So that really saves a lot in gasoline and time. If you have babysitters, it saves money in babysitting costs.
It absolutely does.
So.
We're joined now by Tom Sutton, who is at the Meigs branch, and he's going to be talking a little bit about what goes on there. And that's been around for a little bit longer, newer facility. Why don't you welcome to the show, Tom?
Thank you, David. Thank you, Donna. Well, thank you for having me, first of all. Thank you, Mike, as well as Patrick, for the opportunity to be here and talk a little bit about the Meigs Center today. We opened our center in the fall of 2008. We have about a 13,000 square foot facility there, where we do offer several programs in their entirety there at the Meigs Center. We have an associate's degree in small business management, as well as early childhood education associate's degree, as well as general education programs, where students can actually work on their general education courses that could possibly start at the Meigs Center and get their feet wet. Maybe they're a little intimidated at first by the whole college experience, coming from a small high school setting or even homeschool, and then possibly come down to main campus. So it's a great opportunity for students to kind of dabble a little bit and then get a few courses under their belt. And then from there, I'm not sure if I remember, but I mentioned the small business management program that actually Patrick teaches for us up there in the evening time. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. It's a beautiful facility, state-of-the-art, that was put together by a partnership with the Meigs County CIC, as well as Meigs Local School District.
Now, CIC?
Yes, the Community Improvement Corporation at Meigs County.
Okay. So you have a lot of
Sorry
community.
about that. I believe the microphone is hit the floor.
So you have a lot of community support for the Meigs Center in that region of the state.
Yes, we do actually. We have a great backing from our Community Improvement Corporation. We have a lot of fine sponsors there. The ESC of the area, as well as all of our school districts, Meigs Southern, as well as Eastern local school districts.
I've been to your facility, and it actually is a very beautiful facility, and it's a facility that I have noticed creates a lot of bonds between your students. I see between classes they're in the little lounge area, and they're sharing information, they're studying together, they're being a support system for one another. And I think that's a real positive of a small facility like you have. you're small in one way, but yet you're not so small in another.
Absolutely. We like to think we're small but mighty. It's one of the things that I can't say enough about the support staff that we have at the Meigs Center. We have a wonderful staff there that does just a fantastic job. So if you're interested in obviously taking some classes, whether it be for credit or non-credit, that's something that I haven't quite mentioned yet. With non-credit options, in the past we've offered some basic computer courses. So there are a lot of opportunities there for credit and non-credit. And if you would be interested in that, you can contact myself or Teresa, or you might even get Cora in the evening times.
I found when I call, I always get somebody.
Absolutely.
Somebody always answers the phone.
Well, we try our best. We try our best. As mentioned a minute ago, yes, we are mighty, or we are small but mighty. So.
And you're open when?
Currently, we're operating summer hours. We open at 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. is typical. Typically, when I'm there, occasionally a little bit after, or sometimes maybe I'm able to get out of there a little sooner. But with that being said, we have an aggressive evening schedule, which is something that is unique, that has deemed a lot of our success. We have our general education classes in the daytime as well as in the evening times for those individuals who are possibly working throughout the day, that want to decide that they may want to come back to school and that are interested in doing so.
That's wonderful. That's a wonderful service. We were speaking with Beth, Zinn, and they have evening classes as well, and so helpful for your working students to be able to go to school and work at the same time, and to have a facility that's close so they don't have travel time.
Absolutely. One of the things that I see as a key benefit to our success is proximity. We have a lot of students that travel roughly 30 minutes from each end of Meigs County alone, that are able to make it to the center. Our proximity and our location, our physical location is pretty much right smack dab in the middle of the county. And for instance, individuals who are in the Southern School District or even the Eastern School District, they can make it to our facility in about 30 minutes. It's not that far of a drive. That's one of the big misconceptions that a lot of students, they're a little intimidated by coming down to a bigger campus here on main campus at first. And then they get this phobe of the whole 36-mile drive here, okay, from our facility. So, it's one of those things, again, that it just provides them that opportunity to start taking a few classes at the Meigs Center. And, ideally, we would like to develop that into almost similar to a 2+2 program where they work on their associate's degree at our facility and then transition down here to main campus for their 4-year baccalaureate degree.
So a student could come to your campus and earn their associate degree totally on your campus?
Absolutely. We have several programs that we offer entirely at our facility, and that's the early childhood as well as our small business management and our social services degrees. Those are the 3 that we offer entirely.
And you have support services to support those students who are taking those programs at the facility as well?
Absolutely. I'm one of the advisors myself, as well as the current director, Rebecca Wong, as well as Teresa, who assists us when we're really busy. But, I can't say enough about the support that we receive from main campus. I like to tell people that if you have a problem, come to us. We're here to help you. We want to watch you succeed. And I don't know all the answers, but if you come to me and ask me a question, I'm going to find the answer for you. We don't want to send our students away, asking the question, what if, or I didn't know about that. We try to just give all the support that we can. We have tutoring on site in mathematics as well as English. We have the capabilities of utilizing an online tutoring, e-tutoring service, as well as, that's the thing that we try to stress to our students the most, is the fact that you're not just a Rio Grande Meigs Center student. You're not just a Rio Grande MacArthur student. You are a Rio Grande student. And with that being said, they have access to all the facilities here on main campus, as well as all the amenities here. We have some students that use the library that will come down, and I know some students that will stop in the math lab, and that's fabulous. Those resources are there for them to use, as well as, we have faculty members, as well as administrators and employees who come up to the Meigs Center and frequent it often, and that's just a fabulous thing to have.
Yeah, I know you've got 2 full-time faculty members there, one in English and one in math, but also a number of our full-time faculty members from the main campus go to the Meigs branch and teach some of the classes there, as well as a number of adjuncts.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great mix, and it's always good to kind of sit and listen to some of the full-time faculty members, get to know them a little bit better. We have a pretty consistent crew of individuals that come up right now in certain departments, and that's fabulous. And it's always nice to get to know some of the newer faculty members as well.
Do you have a bookstore on campus?
It's a very good question. Yes, we do actually. We have a bookstore area designated, not quite as large as the one here on campus, but we do have, we offer, basically what we want to try to do is we want to try to make it as easy as possible for our students. Again, accessibility. Our physical location is about accessibility. The bookstore is the same situation. There have been times that, when we typically open the bookstore about a week before the semester actually starts, so it gives the students the opportunity to get in there and get their books before classes start on the first week when it's kind of crazy. In that bookstore we have clothing, apparel, as well as just your basic supplies and needs. Gives the students, it's a full functioning bookstore, so it's really great.
That's a great service.
It is. And students who have questions about financial aid, about some of the other ins and outs of going to college that are different from other occupations, being a full-time student or even part-time, you can help with that as well.
Absolutely. I'll echo what Beth said earlier, and we try to provide the best customer service to our students as well as potential students, and act as a one-stop. Anything from financial aid to academic appeals, just whatever the situation may be, admissions process, processing transcripts, things along those lines. And again, we're not afraid to pick up the phone if we have to call main campus and contact somebody here on main campus to get that answer.
I know you and I have talked a number of times about certain things that have come up, and we certainly support the Meigs Center as well as the center at MacArthur, and we appreciate so much the job that you guys are doing there.
When a student attends your campus, they've completed all their coursework, they've completed their degree. What happens at graduation? Where do they come to graduate?
Well, there are a few tiers, but and there are a few laughs as well. Ultimately, at the end of the day, one of the greatest statistics. Actually, I'll throw out a few statistics for you all. That I was talking with our economic development director, and he's in charge of our CIC there in Meigs County, and he and I were talking this past spring, and he gave me some interesting information that. It was really eye-opening to see that since we've opened the building in the fall of 2008, we have 263 additional residents who have received a baccalaureate degree. We have 260 students who have received an associate's degree in Meigs County over the age of 25. So when you start hearing statistics like that, it's about a 1.6% increase over the years, steadily over the years, and that makes you feel really good to know that you're having that type of impact on the community.
And it feels like you've accomplished something and you've helped people accomplish something.
Absolutely.
Do they come here to the main campus to go through the graduation ceremony?
Yes, they do actually. One of the things that we just had this past spring is obviously our commencement, and it was just a great time to. I'll be the first to say that I've heard it from many of people who have been in higher education for a long period of time, and I always hear people say it's one of the greatest days that they get to watch these students walk across the stage. And me being a little younger, I never really quite understood and grasped that concept. And I'll be the first to say that this year was the first year I've walked in several years, and I was proud to be there for them and watch this.
I know I've seen some of the Meigs students go across campus, and I've seen how proud they are and how proud their families are. And also how proud the Meigs staff are of the graduates as they receive their diploma.
Absolutely, yes. Several of our staff members are here every year. So.
And that's good support for your students.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, we like to tell them in the beginning, we're going to coddle them a little bit. We're going to take care of them, so to say, and take them in as our own. And we have a bad habit of that. And then, we eventually want them to just go ahead and, over a period of time, learn on their own and, spread their wings and fly. So.
What's your vision for the center in the upcoming years?
Well, ultimately, my vision for the center expansion, of course, you know, larger student enrollment. I mean, obviously, you know, we want to continue to grow and service the county and the community of where we are.
One thing I think is unique about centers such as McArthur and Meigs is that you're very receptive to the needs of the community. And I think you can move quickly on those needs. I know you've developed programs based on needs in the community and student needs, and so I think that's a real positive of your center.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's something we try to pride ourselves in is, you know, again, we are there to strengthen the community. And that's something we have to be creative with our programming. You know, once something gets a little stale, we have to, you know, kind of shake things up and look at some new programming options so that we don't liquidate the market.
So if a student, I'm sorry. So if a student wants to contact the center, how do they go about doing that?
Absolutely. If you know, a student wants to contact the center, they can call 740-992-1880. Again, that number is 740-992-1880. That information is available also on the main website, www.rio.edu, as well as you can follow us on Facebook. We have a very active Facebook page where a lot of our students like to communicate through that. Works a little bit easier for them nowadays.
Wrapping up, do you have a real quick student success story you'd like to share?
Oh, wow. I have been at the Meigs Center now full-time since 2010. I was up there part of the time from the opening for the first couple years, but you know, I have a lot of success stories in the short amount of time that I've been there. Probably one of the I guess one of the stories that really sticks out to me is a group of ladies, and I say ladies because it's a group of young females who came into our center working on their 2-year associate degree in education, and that group of young ladies stuck together and have now gone on to receive their bachelor's degrees from the University of Rio Grande in elementary education and different content areas. And we just received word this past year, actually, that all 5 of them are currently employed locally in the county. So it's one of those things, again, going back to just the self-satisfaction of helping the community.
That's wonderful.
That certainly validates having an off-campus location.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we are excited that you are with us today, and Beth Zinn as well, who's already left for the afternoon to get back probably to the McArthur Center so she can buy some more students. And we hope that this program has been enjoyable for everybody, and if you have questions about this or you have questions about something else that you've seen on one of the programs here, you can always contact the University of Rio Grande from our website, as Tom mentioned, www.rio.edu, or you can call the main number, 740-245-5353. We appreciate you spending some time with us, Tom, and appreciate your willingness to help out.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me anytime.
Thank you.